Okay, so this poster is meant to be the sum of my year 2023. I'm gonna create a more complicated text this time. It's kind of like a movie poster. I really want to create the dynamic of that theme. For the title card, I think it's significant to make sure that it's not something like a PowerPoint text. At least I want to make it a little bit more 3D-ish. So I applied some steel texture on it. I was trying to make it thicker, but it looked 3D enough to me. So I just leave it there, see how it goes. Next is adding a bunch of pictures and stack them onto the poster. I chose this picture of me with short hair because I cut my hair this year. I applied some liquify to my body. Liquify is always a controversial tool because people are saying, no, it's not your real body. And I was like, dude, this is a poster. We're supposed to do something like this. It's not about being real, it's about organization. Plus, I've already decided to make a little bit more sci-fi vibe, so yeah. It takes some time to mask out some of these, but I believe it will look great at the end. For the pictures, we have Warner Brothers Studio, where I got my second job in the US. The windmill from the town called Solvang, the Gate of Orion in my hometown, Suzhou. And when I was in Saudi Arabia, I captured some temple architecture and some construction I don't know how to call those things. And lastly, the picture of my drone, the first drone I got in my life. You might notice that I actually made my drone picture black and white because I just lost my drone last month because I flew into the river. It was a sad and stupid story, so yeah, it's just a little funeral for this toy. For the background, I used the landscape photo I shot in Solvang because I fell in love with this town so much. I was thinking the main vibe of this poster is like beautiful sky with beautiful landscapes and waters in the front and everything is great and positive. But later on, I was like, nah, it's not really working that well. So I changed the color to the sunset tone, which looks better in my opinion. It's definitely more depressed and more epic, I guess. It's not a very happy year for me anyway. Plus the picture for me looks very serious, so I guess it will fit with a more depressing tone. I was thinking of adding a huge sun behind the mountain, but it would be too much stuff in the middle. I was doing some level adjustment earlier to make sure the object from the longer distance looks foggy, but now I gotta change everything into more of a silhouette, adding some light on the edges so that the items match the environment. Then I copied everything into a new layer and put it upside down and put it on the water to make the reflection. Adding some Gaussian blur to it, and also gotta reflect the title card, which is a bit more clear because it's in the front. But generally it looks still kinda odd, so I went back and did some minor changes to some layers to make sure everything looked natural and cohesive. Then I came up with a crazy idea. I always like to use Photoshop to create glowing eyes, but this time I'm gonna make my eyes dark. I think it fits more of my character this year, with a lot of depression and my evil personality, I guess. I wasn't expecting this 180 turn on my poster design this time, but you know what? I kind of liked it. This is my year. There are some good moments and bad moments, but it's not always sunshine and rainbow in my life. I also added this 3D model I made back in 2020. This is my coronavirus monster. And 2023 marks the official finale for the pandemic. I don't know if it's 100% over, but at least our life is back to normal. So yeah, just let it drown. We don't need it. Last but not least, I did some camera roll adjustment. Nothing too serious, just make sure there's no over or under exposure. Adjust some colors and apply some vignette and masking to make everything in the middle really pop. And yeah, there you have it. We just made a poster.